Hello, and welcome back to my channel. This is Reality with Diva D. How you doing? And guys, look, this is gonna be my episode. Oh, excuse me. Excuse the ads. Excuse the ads, because you know we do watch-alongs over here on this channel, Reality with Diva D. Now, this is gonna be my episode recap of Tyler Perry's Zatima season 3, episode 1. Counting the cost. Zach and Fatima, they try to rebuild their lives, and they were trying to rebuild their lives after Gladys died, who died on the show, and we know nothing about it over there on Sisters. And what I've got to do as a viewer of these two shows is definitely separate them, because this is like no other spinoff that I have ever seen before. First of all, the two main characters that's in the spinoff, they're still on the original show that they started on. Then second of all, none of what's going on Zatima coincides with the other show. Weird. Okay? Except for the names. And every now and then, the people. Well, okay, Zach is experiencing a financial setback, and guess who arrives? None other than Preston. Preston is on this show, but he talks about Danny. You know what I'm saying? Never mentions, at least I haven't seen yet, that he mentions Minnie Lou Suho. So, again, the names work. The episodes don't coincide, but Danny knows about Gladys's death on Sisters, but never mentions it on Sisters. Weird. Okay. And then, to further confuse us, guess what? Also premiering this month, it will be Sisters. Well, remember, Sisters did the time jump. So again, I don't know if Zatima is before or after Sisters as far as the chronological scope. So that also has me confused. But hey, I'm just gonna recap the show and get all this Tyler Perry madness out of my head and just recap the show. Now, mind you, on this show, Zach goes to work. He goes to an office building versus on Sisters. Now, on Sisters, it's going to come back with the death of Gary. And on here, he's very much alive because, remember, Gary is the person who used to be Jake from State Farm. Now, Bryce invested in his business with him. Where is Jake from State Farm? I kind of miss him. His absence is not explained on this show. Dang it. Get out of Tyler Perry land. Head and recap the show like you said you were going to do. Anyway, they having fun in the bedroom. Zach is a team, and he's picking at her about being a mom. You know, to play on the happenings between the Smoozer and his girlfriend, Kiki Palmer. And she said, Mama got to have a life. That's right. And she tells Zach to go brush his damn teeth. She said, you can meet that toothbrush in the bathroom. Zach's like, oh, you like my morning brush? She said, I wasn't being honest when we were just dating. Now we're engaged and living together. And that breath is hotter than a hot potato. That ain't what she said, but I had to add my own shush. My own je ne sais quoi, if you will. So while Zach is brushing his teeth and melting the toothbrush because his breath was hot from the day before, Preston comes in because, it has to be dramatic. So Fatima has to beg his ass to come inside. And, he lets her know, like I said, about Danny, which they only mention the people's names from Sister, never have them over on the show. And a lot of people's like, okay, well, y'all don't know how spinoffs work, because on spinoffs, sometimes the original characters do make an appearance. Like, it'd be cool if, say, Andy made an appearance when she goes to that damn job every day. Or Dead or Alive Gary made an appearance. Okay, get out of Tyler Perry land head, okay? Keep recapping the show. Stop trying to make sense of the things that don't make sense. I have to tell myself that, okay? So, anyway, he meets Deja. And Deja is a very, very either post-pregnant, right post-pregnant, or very, very pregnant. Because her cheeks are fluffy. But you know how we feel about Jasmine Brown these days, honey. So I'm gonna move right along on that. So he goes in the house and he's like all sad about, trying to console him about the situation with his mother passing away. And one more time, he mentions Danny. Weird, ain't it? Yeah, it's weird. It makes zero sense to me. But, he offers to have Preston tag along with him. Now, they prematurely got rid of Preston when he and Danny broke up. Their relationship was the relationship to be our relationship. Like I said, I posted on Facebook and Twitter that, that relationship never really had a chance to grow. And Trinity Whiteside agreed with me. This breaks up the whole thing because of that. And then now her being in another serious relationship, him allegedly getting married, but we don't have no idea what Mindy Cindy Lou Who is. And now he's here and with all the, are you sure? Are you sure? At least they cut out all the, with the new writer, they cut out all the are you sure with Karen. But this show right here, still got the are you sure? They still got him on here. Stop and recap the show. Okay, getting back to the show. So he finally comes in the house and he tells Zach that he heard about his mom and he tries to console Zach, but Zach is, he's in a different place because of formerly Jake from State Farm, now Bryce, got him in a financial pickle. But see, the way it was explained on Sisters, it's like Danny tried to make him out to be this poor farmer boy with no money, no assets, no nothing. But baby, let me be the first to tell you, if you're not from the South, then you do not understand. But if you want to invest in something, you live in the South, invest in you some cow and horse. That's where the money is. That's where the money resides. Every rich person from Taylor on down the Val. And when I say Taylor, I mean the man who owns Taylor Machine Works. Have horses and cows. Okay. That's where the money resides. Just a hint. Just saying. In case you don't understand about the South. And see, this is what Zach is special at, because he didn't think that Preston had money when he paid up Danny's rent. And Danny didn't really want him to stay with her. Now, how you going to let your man pay up your rent and you don't want him to stay with you? But that's neither here nor there. That's making sense. Can't make sense of Tyler Perry's writing in mind style. Get out of his head and get in your own head. The head that makes sense, by the way. So they go into black vernacular and he's joning Preston about using black vernacular, when in all actuality he has said ninja before. If you remember me making sense and watching Sister, he said it when he said, what up, my nigga? When he was high the first time. You remember the first time he got on to high and then he put on Danny clothes? Yeah, right there. But only half of him can't say ninja in real life. The other half, it pretty much say what it wants. And by the way, his acting is kind of sus in this area because I can hear the natural black scent, and he has to try hard to sound super white country. I can show you how to do it, partner. That's how you got to do it right there. See? But him, well, bit. Still kind of blackish, if you will. So Connie and Fiddle D and Fiddle Dum, Tweedledee and Tweedledum, Dumb and Dumber, are with Connie. And so they're over there talking to the people in the neighborhood because they're reminiscing. And then they ask Connie, what's up? What you need? What you need? And so she lets them know that Miss Gladys had a insurance policy. And everybody's surprised that Miss Gladys had an insurance policy. Miss Gladys wasn't dumb. She was drug. She was addicted to drugs. Shout out to Miss Lady over there down to the bill collector. So it doesn't mess with your ability to, have reasoning skills. And she knows not to put it in the hand of Jeremiah. See, that's what the problem is. Because she saw him doing the same thing that she did. So, I don't know what the hell she said when she flipped her braids in her face. I don't know if she said connect line or Connie line or whatever. But anyway, the point is, Connie is there to talk about the insurance policy with Tima. Hey, Tima girl! What you doing here acting like you know me? But Tima, are you sure? There you go. See? There you go. Are you sure you want me to leave you with this one? This hood chick lady up in your office? But you have to remember, this is the Ratchet Law Firm. The same one from Sister, where Andy never shows up. They just mention her boss is coming. Her boss is coming. Her boss is coming. Well, she tells her about the insurance policy, and everybody's surprised that Gladys had an insurance policy. Like I said, Gladys is not dumb. She was just addicted to drugs. Okay? And so she was like, well, she wants to get it off her because she don't want Jeremiah messing with her and her kids. But hey, let's put it on pregnant Zatima. FATIMA. Child. I can't make this stuff up. So the next scene, Preston has to say Jake from Snake Farm Life is now Rice. From, Zach putting him where Gladys is. In one of them cheap caskets. Because he wants to put them paws on. And so he's like, well, look. Preston says, what's going on? Just tell me what the problem is. And then Zach's like, well, he invested my money with Gary, and I told him not to. So he's like, yeah, I can see why you want to put your paws on it. But, I can give you some money. Can you give me millions? Millions? Whoa! I didn't say all that now. Oh, I can help you pay for the funeral. But Gladys has a life insurance policy that instead of Zatima calling her old man and telling him that, no, it's best that I hold on to the policy so Jeremiah can come out in the parking lot and beat my ass. So, moving right along to the next episode. Jeremiah said, Tima, give me the money. Just give me the money. I know you got some money. Because, of course, Connie had to get him off her back. Oh, and by the way, in between all that, you have Connie, Angela, setting up her dick, her, dates for dicks for dates. Yeah, so she just dates men to have affairs with them of sexual variety, if you will. So the next episode picks up where it left off with Angela. You stand right there. Don't you move. Talking to a crackhead now. Like he gonna listen to her. So like I said, as Angela is making her dicks for dates, she runs up on Jeremiah and he's trying to steal the money. It's no money. Wait a minute. Even as a crackhead, you mean to tell me you don't know that insurance policies are only on paper? They don't come in the form of a check until you tell the insurance company, oh, this type of parent land. But anyway, then he is cackhead, so I give him that. But on the phone, as she's making her dicks for dates, she's like, oh, no. You know I want you over. Man, are you sure that it's the 4th? Are you sure? Since I've been recapping this show in the last 14.2 minutes. That's neither here nor there. So she tells him to stay right there. He doesn't stay right there when she finally makes the long walk home and reaches Fatima. And she says, you stay right there. Don't you move. Talk to the crackhead now. He runs away like we thought he would. But he seems to be concerned about Fatima. But more concerned about getting that money so he can get high with it. Right? So they go out to the ambulance. She refuses to go to the doctor. And then she says, well, you know, the baby's okay. How we know? We didn't see you get exam. Didn't any of y'all see her get exam? Oh, some of y'all may not watch the show. Some of y'all just watch my reviews because y'all don't have BT Plus. But if you get BT Plus, then you watch the show, then you would know that we didn't see nobody examine her. So to make up with Zach, Jake from State Farm, formerly Bryce, or should I say Bryce, formerly Jake from State Farm, he offers, his credit cards because he can't pay for his mother's funeral. But he doesn't know about the insurance policy. So once again, Preston has to keep them separated, and we still don't know what Preston's place is on this show because it's not making sense. He should have had some other form of explanation, but we're in Tyler Perry. So making sense, just think of it in the opposite way. If it makes sense in your head, if you're in Tyler Perry world, make it not make sense. It's always going to be the opposite. Sort of like Bizarro world, if you will. But anyway, he tries to give him the credit card. And Zach said, I'll take them. He said, well, I got credit. I can pay for the funeral. So they over down to the hood and what's not. And who shows up? Nasty Belinda. And I don't mean she nasty like mean nasty. I mean she mean and nasty like nasty. Because she tried to climb off in bed with her old girl. Old man. Because she already had him. So in her mind, yeah, she still wants that. Anyway, the name of this episode is My Brother's Keeper. Did I say that already? But anyway. So they down in the hood. And Jeremiah comes up. He's like, oh, I didn't do nothing. I ain't do nothing to the team. Is that Nick? You just told on yourself. And so they all try to run and catch up there because they know that just may hurt Jeremiah really bad because he's already done that. He did that in the last season. He whooped ass, But he had it coming. If he get him again, he'll have it coming again. But we better not let Madam find out that he hit a pregnant Zatima. Fatima. The name of the show is Zatima. But anyway, they leave Belinda in the hood. Girl, you came over here yourself, while she's picking that Twitter then Twitter on. He lets her know that he is still married. So what is he going to do with his wife? Ain't her name Linda or something? I think she's supposed to appear back on the show at some point. Even though they don't promote this show enough, so we didn't even know, a lot of us didn't even know it was coming on. You know how I found out it was back on? I don't recall. I know what it was. I was doing some maintenance on BT Plus, because really technically this is all the only show I watch on here. And Zaria from Denaria, or whatever, Denaria from Detroit, every once in a while. Then they said the House of Vicious was back. And I said, House of Vicious. And I said, dog, that Tammy, no, she be working. But this don't have nothing to do with this. But okay, Tammy has like 4 jobs. Family Business, House of Vicious, Caught Up. And how did I forget my favorite, the Miss Pat Show, which also comes on this network. So if the Miss Pat Show is not on and the Naria from Detroit is not on, I'm just going to have to come on here and catch this when I can. But I think the new episodes appear on Thursdays. Okay? But that may be why I'm, coming to you when I'm coming to you. Okay? So you're married and you can call Belinda your girl. Got it. But anyway, they sent her off into her own car because she's like, I want to see about Fatima too. Child. Did Fatima whoop your ass? Girl, back. You stay over there in the projects then if you don't want to drive your own car. You stay right on over there. So Bryce once again messes up Angela's dick for dates situation. He goes over there, tells her about the money. And then she's like, well, I'll let you borrow some money. And he's like, you got millions? She's like, no, hold on. I ain't got that kind of money. I didn't like you assuming that I didn't have no money, but a couple million, no. I don't roll like that. Hey, I know that's right. You better get them together. I think here is my prediction. To make Preston make sense on this show, somebody's probably going to have to get murked. And I think it's going to be Jake from State Farm. Now, Bryce. Because I think, excuse the situation, the Pharaohs are here. They are out for fall break. I have repeatedly asked them to shut it down. And it's just entirely too hot for me to get in my car. Shout out to Roxanne. So I'm about to wrap this up anyway. So ignore the additional noise in the background. Their piano teachers on the way over here anyway. And they're about to do some piano lessons. So I might get about 10 minutes apiece. Well, an entire hour because, they have 30 minutes each. But that's neither here nor there. Back to Angela. So Angela's like, we just got to stop mean like this right here. Bryce formed the Jake State Farm because, baby, look here. Let me tell you something. You messing up my Dicks for Days situation. They don't like for you to pop up like this. And they know we used to get down too. Gotta come over here like this.
He asked over here to talk.
No, but I want to talk.
About what?
Let's see, my feelings. You treat me like I'm just some piece of meat.
Well, the guy that fits the phenotype of the Tyler Perry quote-unquote touch your ankle guys, he's like, don't treat me like I'm a piece of meat or something. Catch your feelings. Did nobody tell you to be all up catching feelings for me? You just a different date. A date for dicks, if you will. You my steady. Every once in a while you gotta have a steady, the guy that comes over and tune you up every once in a while. That's what he is. You understand your place. See, men don't like it when we do. But when they do. So, after Angela gets tuned up and whatnot, she knows that they got to go to Zach's house to stop him from milling his brother and what's not. So, she tells David he got to go. And Belinda calls her and she's like, girl, we got to go check on Fatima. No, I got to go check on Fatima. She ain't fucking you like that. Ooh, she's still pissed off with you. That's my girl. No, what's your girl? Boom, boom, Belinda. Shout out to JJ. Nobody wants you around. So Angela calls Fatima. She says, girl, let me tell you. They don't went around there and told Connie and them about, Tony and Nathan. Twitter did, Twitter done. About Jeremiah. And they on their way over there, girl. Including Belinda. I'll be over there in a minute. What? What's going on? I ain't tell nobody. Now, had they don't notice what I noticed. See, this is where, again, this stuff don't coincide. There I go trying to make sense again. But I just have to notice that there's a whole little boy named Michael that's missing off this here show. And this is the show where I believe she went over there. Yeah, it was this show, not Sisters, where she went over there and whooped his biological mama's behind. and called the Proud Boys over there, Madam Boys, to whoop up Ninja's ass. That was this show. But no, Michael. Did y'all understand? Or it's just me? Because, Zach's supposed to have full custody of Michael. And there's Fatima trying to assure Angela and herself that they hadn't talked to Zach yet. And there goes the sixth. Are you sure? Are you sure they hadn't called Zach yet? Are you sure? Are you sure? Now, I'm just going to assume that as Zach is pulling up for those 6.7 minutes that she's on the phone with Angela, that the guys have already gotten to him. Because Fatima goes to the window and says, "Oh, snap," and then runs out the door. And it goes off with Zach smiling and shaking his head. Okay. And that's the end of the second episode. Come on in, like, comment, and subscribe, child. I did the best I could with what they gave me. The episodes weren't bad. Just missing some elements. Some things need to be explained, Lucy. But that's neither here nor there. We are indeed in Tyler Perry land. But like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. If you like this show, I sticks with the Tyler Perry. Okay? I may complain, but that's my boy. We're going to hold it together. Not if he really did touch up on Christian Key. That's neither here nor there, because Christian done shut his mouth. I'm pretty sure he got some change. But that's neither here nor there. Like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Hit the notification bell button. You will be notified when I upload a video. Please ignore the noise. The pharaohs are here. They're out for what they invented this thing called fall break, so the teachers can get another break. It's not really fall break for the kids. It's a break for the teachers, I think. But anyway, like I said, like, comment, subscribe as I do when I close. This is the recap for Zatima. My name is Reality with Diva D, and that's the name of the channel. I'm Diva D. And as I do when I close, I'm going to chunk them up. Deuces!